Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the weekly market update. We've had a bit of an October recap. Now we're in the first week of November. So for October, we ended up with 20 contracts. Again, that's I think 7 months in a row that we've had over 20 written contracts. So great effort for the whole team there. We've had a really busy period during October with some listings actually hitting the market and almost keeping up with the sales for the first time. So that's a really good effort for everybody, making it a little bit easier for buyers, although there seems to be more buyers around as well. So probably evening that out. We've had a lot of multiple competing offers just over the last week or so. Again, we've still, as you've probably seen in our other updates, a lot of competition there. Total of 51 offers through October, so very strong. So out of 20 contracts, that's sort of an average of getting close to 2.5, 3 people per property that are going under contract. So still lots of buyers out there that aren't buying. So just this week we've had a couple of big announcements. Most of you have probably seen them, but interest rates reduction. I think 3 of the 4 big banks, if not all 4, have passed those on now. So that's certainly making things even more affordable to buy, better returns on investment properties, a lot of things that are continuing to put pressure on property prices in an upwards fashion. There's obviously a lot of massive things out there this week that certainly have the potential to have an effect on the Huon Valley. So with the China decisions on the imports of crayfish, timber, some of the things that are sort of fairly big, and obviously coronavirus's impact on the tourism. We've got a few potential issues for the Huon Valley economy for different businesses and different people that could be finding it tougher. So that's just something to bear in mind that could have some local effect. USA elections are something that could have some impact on the financial markets as well, and that's going to have changes for share markets and different things. So again, could push people back to property just for a safety with both of those things. So we're likely to find the continuance of the people looking at a regional shift to keep going and putting more pressure on prices of regional properties right around Australia, as we're seeing happening right around from all of the updates we're getting. A lot of coastal country areas are seeing sales selling within a week or two like we are, and the best markets they've seen in years. City agents are finding it a little bit tougher in apartment markets and pretty similar to what they were in residential urban street kind of markets are going quite well still. So that's kind of a bit of a roundup there. In relation to the coronavirus and the borders opening over the last week or so, we haven't really seen an impact from buyers flying down to look at property yet. Certainly not noticeable. The inquiries are still there from interstate, and people are talking about coming down, but certainly haven't had many buyers that are actually coming down and looking at properties as yet. So hopefully we'll see that starting to come over the next few weeks. But at the moment, no real impact on that. More properties are coming up, and usually this is a really busy period through November for us. It has been so far for this November. Hopefully that continues, and we'll be able to bring some more properties to market for you. As I said before, in relation to the property management team, we covered off a lot of that earlier in the week on the property management updates. But if you didn't see that, they again haven't had many properties available. The lowest we've had, probably October, I would say, would be the lowest month ever for available properties for us, for tenants to lease. So there's a real shortage of properties. Anyone out there looking at buying a rental property, again, interest rates are really cheap and we've got really good returns coming in. Rents have gone up noticeably over the last 12, 18 months. So that gap, there's a lot of properties that are even looking at being positively geared instead of negatively geared now that the market's shifted in those couple of directions. So something to consider. Certainly a better return than most other things and a much safer one at the moment. So worthwhile looking at. And if you're looking at what to do with some money, now is probably a really good time to be looking at property. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. We will see you earlier in the week on Monday with our weekend update.